Well, May on Tuesday in Cleveland struck out a season-high 9. He got his second consecutive win, and that comes after he went a month without a win. 26 consecutive times where Francisco Lindor has homered. The Mets have won.
And he gets this one in the air to deep right field. Teoscar Hernandez goes back, takes a look, and it's out of here. For the 6th time this year, Francisco Lindor has led off a game with a home run. Number 14 for Lindor. 6 leadoff home runs, ties him with Ohtani for the most in baseball. And just like that, the Mets jump in front.
He crushed that one. He wanted to throw the sinker away, Garrett. He put it right down Broadway and below the belt, right into the wheelhouse.
On 2-0, Soto hits it to second. Should be 2, 4, 6, 4. And the National League high 13th double play that Juan Soto's hit into this year.
Freddie's like, Kim, get the ball over here a little differently, please.
At the knees, and wow, speared by Kim. There's a bit of an adventure on the double play, and then he sparkles right there. 31-year-old Paul Blackburn injured his knee during spring training, so he started the season on the injured list. Just making his season debut today.
Struck him out. Got him with a slider. So Blackburn fans Ohtani to start his stint. 1-1 to Pages after they get the pitch count straightened out. Another chance for Beatty. Handles this one flawlessly, and that retires a side.
Now Paul Blackburn's first inning in the major league since last August goes pretty smoothly.
Jared Young leading off in the 2nd inning for New York.
Wow, speaking of nasty, he gets 17 inches of horizontal break on that pitch on average, and I think he probably exceeded that right there for his first strikeout of the day.
With that low arm angle, if he gets his fingers in the right place with some good hand discipline, he can really make that thing break.
Gets under it, popped into right center field. Edman goes out. Pages comes on with Hernandez. Pages makes the call and the catch, and a 1-2-3 second inning for May. Francisco Alvarez, one of the young studs in this Mets organization, but he has really struggled.
Wave and a miss, strike 3, and Alvarez chases the sweeper down and away. That is strikeout number 2.
2-2. Pop up. See if Rushing has room. Looks like he does. Dustin May with a 1-2-3 third.
Rushing making just his 6th major league start. Curveball struck him out. Blackburn's got so many weapons. Strikes out Rushing with the curve for his 2nd strikeout.
And you don't know how Blackburn is feeling as the game goes on. What feels good, what doesn't feel good in his first game back.
Swing and a miss. He got him with a curveball. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Paul Blackburn. He has struck out Shohei Ohtani for a 2nd time tonight.
Juan Soto steps up to the plate. As a matter of when, Juan Soto is going to start to hit.
Drives that one down the left field line, and that ball lands fair and hops over the wall for a ground rule double. Soto somehow was able to keep that ball fair down the left field line, and he's got the Mets' 2nd hit of the night, a 1-out double. And Pete gets hit by the pitch. That is the 7th time that Pete's gotten hit this year.
Just go stand over there in first and set up the double play. I don't want to face the big guy. You know, it's a lot easier on your pitch count to have him stand over there in first with 1 pitch.
Ground ball up the middle. Tommy Edmonds there. Shovels to second. One over to first. Not in time. Instead, the inning continues, and one of the Mets' best hitters this season comes up in Brett Beatty. Struck him out. Devilish splitter. And the emotion pours out of Dustin May, who gets out of the jam and keeps it 1-0. 1-0 to the bottom of the 4th. 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Hernandez flies this ball to center field. Taylor comes on. Can't get it. Leadoff base hit. Teoscar Hernandez.
Soto blooped one in for a double. This one bloops in for a single.
And pulled to first. Nice play. Alonso out at first, and safe at second is Hernandez. He wanted to get up and throw that ball to second, but he couldn't get his footing. So he gets the out on the hard ground ball. Freeman retired for the first down.
Well, that's big trouble if that gets by Pete. That's a RBI double.
And Pages lifts one out to left center. Cutting in is Nimmo. And Taylor takes charge of it, and he makes the catch, and that's the 2nd out. 1-1 for Blackburn. He lifts that one to center field. Taylor back to the warning track. He's got room to make the catch, and that retires the side. A leadoff hit, but Blackburn's throwing 4 scoreless innings after 4. 1-0 New York.
Off the end of the bat into right field, and a base hit for Alvarez. Back-to-back hits from 8 and 9 in the Mets order.
So now 2 aboard for Lindor, who was responsible for the only run in this game.
Lindor smashes this ball to left center field, headed back towards the wall. Conforto's got just enough room. heaves it back to second. Conforto covers a lot of ground there. It takes away what looked like it was going to be extra bases.
Very loud second out, and now Nimmo with 2 out and 2 on. That's ripped to the gap in right center field, headed back toward the fence, and it's one hop against the wall, over the wall. That'll cost the Mets a run. McNeil will score. Alvarez will have to stop at third. A booming double for Brandon Nimmo drives in a run, and it's 2-0 New York. And now they're going to walk Soto intentionally to pitch to Alonso.
Flied the other way. Teoscar Hernandez camps under it, and May limits the damage to 1. Halfway home in a 2-0 game.
So back-to-back walks to Muncy and Conforto. So a game-breaking moment for the Dodgers, who trailed 2-0 in the 6th. And now the bases are loaded for Tommy Edman.
Swing and a miss. Brazaban takes you to the brakes, and he strikes out Edman to retire the side.
Bases empty for Ohtani, who's 0 for 3 today.
22 home runs this year to lead the National League.
Wow! Dodgers on the board on Ohtani's 23rd home run. Nobody hits him quite like he does.
He's supplied all the power on this slow curveball, and boy, he meets it perfectly. Slight uppercut to go down and launch that ball.
But now Diaz, who's been perfect in save opportunities, will try and stay perfect.
Kim goes up the middle, diving stop by Lindor. Safe at first is Kim. Lindor, for the moment, has saved the game for New York, though.
Big league play up the middle.
The tying run at third and the potential winning run at first with 1 out and Ohtani coming to the plate.
Drives one the other way towards the corner. It's got a chance. Nimmo's there to make the catch, but the game is tied.
And Edwin Diaz suffers his first blown save of the season.
And we will go to extra innings.
Luis Angel Acuna is the free runner. Francisco Alvarez the first batter. And Alvarez hits one out to right field, chasing Hernandez back. It's over his head and off the base of the wall. And the Mets go back in front of the 10th. It's 3-2. Alvarez's second hit of the night, and this one he drove over the head of Hernandez. His first RBI since the 4th of May.
And now the Mets are in business to get a second run.
And he pulls that one over the bag. That's a fair ball. It bounces off the sidewall, and the Mets have a 2-run lead in the 10th. The Dodgers are arguing that that was a foul ball, but it's not a reviewable call. And Lindor gets credit for his second RBI of the night, his 36th of the year, and the Mets have 2 runs home in the 10th. And he gets a ground ball in the hole at short. Kim has a long throw to make. Vientos fell down coming out of the batter's box, and he's out. He grabs at his hamstring.
Oh, boy.
That's not good. Vientos grabbed the hamstring and went down.
Freeman takes the walk. Tying on the board, and the winning run coming up.
Pages is 1 for 4.
Bouncing ball, base hit right field. Hernandez will come in to score. 4-3.
Jose Buteau saved 3 games last year, looking for his first of this year. But now the Dodgers are down to their final out. On the ground, back to Buteau. He's got it, and the ball game is over. And the Mets win a thriller in 10 innings from the Dodgers, 4-3.